Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025 is the second remake of the original 80s Christmas slasher movie that was really controversial because it depicted a man unhinged in a Christmas Santa outfit with an axe and other weapons attacking people, and a lot of people were protesting it, and they made another remake in 2012, and then this is the second one. This one's directed by Mike P. Nelson and written by him. This one I fell into the trap earlier that I fell into earlier this year with the movie Screamboat. It has the words "from the producers of Terrifier" on it, so I thought the gore would be next level on par with the Terrifier films, but it's definitely not there. And I still wanted to watch the movie because I really have a special spot in my heart for the original Silent Night, Deadly Night and half of the second movie. And in fact, I've actually seen all of the films. Well, there's 5 of them, and the last 3 are like really crappy, unrelated, direct-to-video slop slashers. So this film is about Billy. He's a transient who's already a serial killer. He travels around, and the new sort of plot is that he has a advent calendar for killing. So for the 12 days of Christmas, or maybe it's the whole month, he has to kill 1 victim a day. So he kills a lot of people in the month of December, and he's in this small town trying to figure out what to do, but he decides to sort of lay low and work at a Christmas decor shop where he meets Pam. She's sort of I don't know if it's bipolar or something, but she basically has mood swings or something, and he sort of likes her, but he's got to keep his dark secret hidden because this movie is kind of derivative in a certain way. I'm going to go into detail. So basically, have you ever seen the movie Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight? That movie is supposed to be a homage to murder mysteries and spaghetti westerns, but the gore in that movie is really over the top. Like, whenever someone gets shot, the heads explode, or it's like really stylized. This movie's kind of the same way. I was kind of worried because they show Billy's origin story where his mom is fighting off an attacker, and the attacker shoots her with a shotgun, but she explodes into a giant balloon bag inside the car, and I'm like, uh-oh, this doesn't look realistic at all. And honestly, the gore is definitely not up to snuff. There's a random scene in the middle of the movie where he attacks a large group of people, and it's badly choreographed with minimal gore and physics. It looks like a cheap action movie. I don't know why I was thrown in there. I was just thrown in there to up the body count, but the movie definitely was unfocused and overstuffed. The movie also has a similar plot to the Dexter books. Most people are familiar with the Dexter show, but in the Dexter books, we're kind of focused from his perspective. So Dexter is a moonlighting serial killer, of course. However, he's got something called the dark passenger. It's like this, he likens it to like a little lizard or some sort of lizard creature thing, a sort of sixth sense that sits in his belly that warns him if someone's like him, you know, someone who's a killer or dangerous or a criminal. And he uses that to help find his victims as well as evidence and stuff. But the dark passenger is also in this movie. Billy has some sort of conscience that speaks to him, a sort of consciousness that tells him that he needs to kill every day for the month of December and warns him off. It also gives him a sixth sense power to sort of sense bad people. And this town is full of nasty types, apparently. It seems sort of fine, but there's a child kidnapper on the loose, and there's just too much narrative stuff going on because we got Billy as a serial killer, Billy and the romance, the child kidnapping thing, and then the victims have storylines too, so it's kind of like all over the place. And the movie's just not that scary, to be honest. It's not that much of a slasher either. There is one really good sequence, however, at the end of the movie in an old Christmas tree lot building. That one was pretty cool. That was a cool design. I liked that. Didn't like the story. Not enough gore kills. Some of the kills are off screen. And they really just didn't mix everything together. I mean, they did add some new elements like the advent calendar and the dark passenger aspect and the romance. But it definitely felt like I've seen this all before, done better. And it doesn't really, it's not that unique in terms of story or anything like that. The movie's acting's fine. I mean, it's got Ruby Modine from Happy Death Day and Rowan Campbell from Halloween Ends. I don't like Halloween Ends, but the guy does a good job, you know, and there's some smaller players in there too. Overall, Silent Night, Deadly Night just fails to update the story or give it a darker edge or do anything unique. This felt less of a horror slasher and more of a dark thriller crime movie with some gore, minimal gore. So didn't really enjoy this one. So I give Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025 a 4 out of 10.